I simulated MrBeast running for president using the political machine 2020. Now, Mr. Jimmy Beast is running as a Democrat. His ideology is progressive, and he, of course, is gonna have a lot of starting money. He doesn't have much experience or minority appeal, but let's see his opponent. We have Felix PewDiePie. Now, of course, he's actually from like Sweden, and this is America, but for the fun of the video, and he's like the second biggest YouTuber. He has a lot less starting money, but his charisma is way higher. He also is disliked by the media, though. And his beautiful description is, "Make America Swedish again, baby!" Just like Sweden. There's also a small chance that IShowSpeed is his running mate, but we'll have to see what happens. Let's begin. I also chose Oregon as Mr. PewDiePie's state. Not for any particular reason, it's just like the closest state that I could think of to Sweden. I have no idea why. So right off the bat, MrBeast is flying over to California, and PewDiePie is heading over to Texas to talk to all those Republicans, and vice versa. The polls do show Mr. Jimmy Beast in the lead by about 287, by about 5 million in the popular vote. Their stats are pretty even though, just in different areas. They're both currently just setting up headquarters all over the country, trying to get as much funding as possible. So Jimmy Beast just put out his first statement in support of funding NASA. Jimmy Beast also is in opposing of filling the Supreme Court vacancy. This also happening in 2020, by the way. And PewDiePie supports a second stimulus package. You can kind of tell. Also, I feel like I did a pretty good job of designing these avatars. You know, I feel like this looks a lot like MrBeast. Just 4 weeks in, it looks like PewDiePie is actually getting in more income bi-weekly, but that can change pretty fast. Texas gets a personal visit from Beast and a speech warning voters against border protection. And PewDiePie throws his full support behind traditional values. PewDiePie is going the full conservative route, which is funny, because I don't know if that's really that close to his real life opinions. Although to be fair, he is in Japan. That's pretty far away from America, political wise, and geography. I don't even know what I'm saying. Michigan man attacked during selfie with a squirrel. These are some interesting headlines. That sucks. I wouldn't take a selfie with a squirrel though. Oh my gosh, I am Felix PewDiePie, and I oppose supporting LGBTQ rights. He's making a very stern movement there in California. I don't know how that'll go there. It's California. PewDiePie throws his full support by judge people by their character, not race. Okay, that's reasonable. Study finds that one man's trash is another man's treasure, but only 3% of the time. Most of the time, it's just gross trash. All right. Jimmy Beast throws his full support behind reducing the wealth gap. On just week 8, MrBeast is actually still in the lead by about 70 electoral votes. And still even more popular votes now, too, which is interesting. When it comes to investigating Hunter Biden, PewDiePie is the person that's putting the most importance on that. And colorblind society, MrBeast is making a big deal out of that. Although it only covers 2% of voters. PewDiePie throws his full support behind pro-life, which is interesting. Actually, no, I guess he's on the Republican side. And Beast throws his full support behind taxing the rich. Oh my gosh, and now we're seeing Texas be kind of purple but leaning in the Republican direction. And Florida is actually on the blue leaning side, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, MrBeast is still getting pretty far up in the lead. So when it comes to Florida, which MrBeast is currently winning, it seems some pretty big issues here are protecting Social Security, which MrBeast is talking about way more than PewDiePie. But they're both in the same opinion when it comes to stopping the coronavirus. But PewDiePie is also in the lead in Texas by supporting the fossil fuel industry, border protection, fracking, and also stopping the coronavirus. But he's only up by about 1%, so anything can happen. And it looks like California is actually starting to turn a little bit more purple, leaning still towards the Democrat side, but it is a battleground state now. Oh my goodness, and we also can see the running mates of our current president. So it looks like MrBeast's running mate is Tulsi Gabbard. Gabbard. And the PewDiePie's running mate is James Madison. That makes sense. Okay. Came back to life just for this election to make sure PewDiePie wins. For all the Swedish brethren. So Tulsi Gabbard. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe she'll get him some votes. I guess Beast is already in the lead. He doesn't really need her, but hopefully she can help. On to week 12, and MrBeast is still in the lead by quite a bit, but actually the gap is closing a little bit. Before it was at 319 electoral votes, and now it's 292. PewDiePie is picking up the ground, and he's moving. Somehow getting Oregon right now. And there we go. Texas is solid red now. And blue again. I mean, bro, I gotta read. A recent study has helped establish the mechanism linking blankets and coziness. All right, I'm not even gonna read the bottom section because I don't even know what's going on there. I think they're just trolling me. Missouri gets a personal visit from Gaybard and a speech warning voters against lower taxes. Against lower tax? I want lower taxes. Just specifically to me, no one else. That would be sweet. For some reason, MrBeast is making a really big deal of trying to get Wisconsin, even though it's already leaning really heavily hard Republican. But they really want that 10 electoral votes. Oh my gosh. And we've also seen a switch in the polls. PewDiePie is actually leading in the polls, even while spending a little bit less money, which is interesting. It was probably because of James Madison, I'm going to be honest. Like, how do you lose with James Madison on your side? So far, MrBeast and PewDiePie are spending about the same amount of money, but it looks like MrBeast is gaining just 5K more income. PewDiePie may be in the lead, but it's a closer game than I would have thought, honestly. I guess I did make their overall, like, character traits pretty even. And Florida just turned blue. PewDiePie throws his full support behind Christian rights. Oh my gosh, like every second these states flip from purple to blue to red. It's going to be a really, really even fight here. PewDiePie is still in the lead in Florida, but if MrBeast can get Florida, then that's a huge win. They don't seem to be fighting that much for New England. They're just hoping that it's going to be blue. MrBeast is. We're on to election week 19. We're so close to the election, and Arizona just turned red. MrBeast throws his full support behind an assault weapons ban. A ban. And now we are in week 20. The current leader is actually MrBeast again. It's been going back and forth so much. He's leading slightly with stopping the coronavirus, universal health care, reducing the wealth inequality gap thing, and taxing the rich, which, you're pretty rich, Timmy. Although I guess you give away all your money, so you can get away scot-free. That's fair. But it's still so even. And for some reason, everyone is in Colorado right now. They just really want to go check out Casa Bonita. I want to go too. Casa Bonita. Who wore it best? I did. Beast reports. It was me. I want to see what he wore so I can know for a fact. Well, here we go. We're so close to the election night. Beast campaign loses a loyal operative. Smear merchant found stealing material in Texas gets the boot. That is not great for the Beast campaign, and PewDiePie throws his full support behind prayer in school. And Minnesota just turned blue. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are officially on the election night. It looks like New England is going to be mostly blue, like I think most people would imagine, but Florida is purple right now. So, like, I have no idea. I didn't really check it before this. Oh, we're actually seeing a lot of red states in the middle. So what is Florida going to be? Florida actually turned blue. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. So most of the Midwest is red and blue. Honestly, Michigan's blue. Okay. This is going to be so even. It's literally 50 to 49%. And even Oregon, I think, is going to be red. So I think it might actually be a win for PewDiePie, especially with Texas, dude. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess California is going to be pretty huge for Beast, and if he can get the rest of the country, like right now, that would be amazing, but no. Oh my goodness. And I think Nevada might be red too. Oh, wow. Oh no, Nevada's actually blue. What about Washington? Blue. But Oregon, is that red still? Okay, it's blue again, so he's also going to get California. Oh, that puts him in the lead by a lot, actually. Hold up. Is Alaska going to give enough electoral votes? No. Okay, just by California. California carried Beast to the win. Okay, I guess that's like, what, 50 electoral votes? I need to learn more about this political system. I'm doing that by making these videos. Beast comes out on top in the race for the White House. Beast has won the day and the presidency with a strong showing in both the popular vote and in the electoral college. He even spent less money than PewDiePie, which is surprising, because in real life, I feel like MrBeast would spend billions, especially by the point that he'd be running for president. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching MrBeast run for president, then I know you all enjoyed this video right here. It's a banger, and goodbye.